Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host, Jay, and today I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the market cycles and the market sentiment cycles and how a little bit about how to look at these markets and the best way to protect yourself from losing money when it comes to these things that we're looking at, because right now everybody's getting a little bit bullish, so things are going to pull back. We're expecting a little bit of volatility, at least I am, and volatility to me is actually not a bad thing. It shows me that the market is actually healthy. If things just start going straight up, then I feel like that is a problem, and I feel like, you know, people always get upset with me and upset with a lot of people when you talk about the volatility and the way that the price is either going to go up or the price is either going to go down. So the first thing I want to look at is the fear and greed index, and you can see that the fear and greed index is right now in overall markets is a 73, and we're in greed. And for me, that means people are going to get greedy. They're going to take profit. For me, that means get greedy, take profit, and then you can go ahead and buy back when we are in fear. And there's going to be a time when we come back in fear. So as long as I'm locking in profit, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's not okay to lose money. You know what I mean? Maybe you might miss a few opportunities, but it's okay. It's not okay to lose money at the end of the day. But also I want to talk about Aergo and how I looked at Aergo and how I figured out that if it's a good coin or not. And because a lot of people have been asking me to look at that coin, and I'm just like, I don't know if it's like people just trying to shield this coin and stuff like that, but I want to show people how to look at it anyways. But getting back to the fear and greed index, this is the overall markets. Looking at the crypto fear and greed index, we're at 75%. So there's been times where we've got over, you know, over like in 90% range and stuff like that. So I'm still gonna ride it out a little bit longer and stuff like that. But you know, for some of the coins that like I'm not staking and stuff like that, I'm looking at maybe, just maybe, if it seems like a clear indication to go ahead and like take some, not like you don't have to sell it all, maybe I'll just take like 50% and then leave 50%, and then I can go ahead and buy back 50% lower, you know, when the price like dips a little bit. And market cycles, that's what they do. So Investopedia is like your best friend when you're learning about the crypto market. If you don't know about Investopedia, check it out. There's the market cycle. There's 4 phases to it: accumulation, markup, distribution, and markdown. And you just want to avoid this markdown phase. Basically, that's what you want to try to do in any cryptocurrency. It happens on a large time frames and it happens on a low time frames. That's what the Elliott waves is all about. So this market cycle happens on the minute chart, the 5-minute chart, the daily chart, the hour chart, the 6-hour chart. When you look at these charts, as a matter of fact, let me pull up a chart. You can see that it's happening on right here. This is on a major scale, but you can see that it's like boop. It's like the same market cycles, then it comes down, and then you can see it happens on the small time frames, and if you zoom in more, it happens on the smaller time frames as well. So that's how we could take advantage of this market. If you're newer, then you want to do it on the higher time frames, and that's why we encourage long-term holds only in uptrends. If you're in a long-term hold in a downtrend like the bear market we just came out of, then you want to see that. So this chart is the market psychology labeled out on Bitcoin, and it's a copy of this chart right here. It's the Wall Street market psychology chart, and you can see there's hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, complacency, going all the way down, and then you get over here to disbelief. So, and then once you get to disbelief, it dips down a little bit, and then it starts all over again, and then it goes all the way up to euphoria. And this is where we're hoping that we can get to, so we can all just have like a big old party in like Dubai or something, you know what I'm saying? So looking at going back to that Bitcoin one, you can see this is where we were in 2017. This is around the time that I got in Bitcoin, around here. And yeah, I got into the ETN ICO, and you know, I was like, ooh, and then I saw my Bitcoin go up, and I saw, you know, I got in the right, I bought some, I did the ICO, but I bought some Bitcoin around 3,000, and then it went up, and then yeah, it just held, and then it went all the way up, and I was like, what? And then it went all the way down, and I was like, what? You know? So you want to avoid all this complacency, especially this denial phase. When we get right here to this denial phase, you want to avoid all that. You're thinking it's going to go back up, it's going to go back up, and then people capitulate, and there's a V-shaped recovery, and it just keeps on going down, right? If we forward this chart, because I believe we can update this to recently, you can see this is where we are right now in Bitcoin on this chart. So it looks like we might have to come dip down, maybe, oh man, 6,000. That's the next resistance. Nah, I can't see that happening. I would say right here. Well, we're right at that level. Wait, where is this at? Oh, this is 2019, so I can't really see farther than that. But yeah, looking at this chart, you can try to figure out where we are on today's chart, and that could help you manage your portfolios better. Also, you just want to look at the overall sentiment, and that there's a way to do that on doing analytics. You can look at the gas prices. This has been my best friend lately. I can see a lot of stuff that's going on here. You can see compounds costing $6, Uniswap is costing $4. So the transaction fees are actually down right now, but some of these are damn likes. I just paid like $22 just to unstake some DOS, because I was gonna try that whole liquidity thing and maybe do a video about that. So if you're in the DOS, stay tuned for that. So with all that being said, we're gonna look at the markets now. So we know that we can be in one of these phases right here, disbelief or hope. You know, disbelief right here, hope, optimism. Even if we're in optimism, we're still good. Belief, we could be right here in belief where everybody's starting to get bullish again. They're starting to believe. So we still have a way to go. So we're looking for coins. Ergo. Why Ergo? A lot of people are talking about it. That's step one. That's a good sentiment. Secondly, for me, it depends. It depends on if you are looking for a low cap gem or a high cap gem. So there's a lot of coins in the top 100 that are very good coins, but the thing to understand about that is the more the money that's in the market cap, the less chance that the coin is going to go up for a chance for you to have some major gains. So if you're looking at, let's just say Bitcoin, for Bitcoin to double, you need this market cap to go up to $400 billion. For Aergo to double, you need this to go up to 30 million. So there's a big difference in the, you know, in the, what's it called, potential of this coin for you to actually have a very good experience investing in it. And that's what it's all about. So we care about the technology, and we care about if it's going to bring us good gains or not. So let's look at the technology next. So you say it's not a blockchain, it's a blockchain for business. The world's most practical and widely developed enterprise blockchain technology. Push past the hype and unlock the real, tangible business value today. Okay, ready for you to program. All right. It offers easy, proven ways to adopt blockchain. Okay. Facts, not white paper or IT. Okay. Why Ergo? Ergo minimizes costs, delays, and reliance on working with third parties in business transactions, which a lot of companies are going to say, okay, that's what this blockchain technology is about. That's great. Features and solutions. That's the main thing that I care about, because I want to look at and see if a coin actually has a use case that I care about. You know, at the end of the day, there's a bunch of use cases out there. They say, oh, you know, this one could be like some portal bridge to, you know, this and that, and I don't really understand it. If I don't understand it, why would I put my money in it? I would invest into things that I think are that I think could actually be used, and so far that's worked out for me. Keep that consumer mentality. That's something that I've always thought about when doing my marketing stuff, and you know, just being in marketing actually helps me pick these coins out even better. You know what I'm saying? So marketing is something that you might want to look at too. But future solutions, identity authentication, okay, we need that. Payment settlement, secure e-voting, we need that. And then you have document management, okay, we need that. And then you have Internet of Things, and that's pretty much the future of technology, is the Internet of Things. So that's great. So they're getting into all of those. The next thing I want to look at is the ecosystem, because the ecosystems have been very important. So some of the people who worked on, let's not get into that yet. Why join the ecosystem? So you can join the ecosystem easily. DApp teams, they have cloud hosting providers, they got technology providers and stuff like that. All right, so that's the ecosystem that they have on their page. Let's go to the about real quick. So on the about, we see the backers. So the backers is another important part, because when you see that other people are working with the coin, it gives it some validity. And because there are, how many coins on CoinMarketCap? There are 6,569 coins on CoinMarketCap. You have to know that, like, some of them are total scams, some of them are total just BS, some of them are just like even tests. Like, people just, hey, I'm learning how to code, I'm gonna like make a smart contract and make a token and call it, like, you know, puff token, because I like to smoke all day. And you know what I'm saying? So you have to try to figure out why it's not a scam, and seeing them have some good partners with a lot of these like venture capitalist companies that you see on here, which is pretty dope. Stuck Crypto Capital, Struck, you know, you see what it says right here. FBG Capital. So I don't really know any of these companies right here on this list that are project backers so far, but it's great that they have some. The next thing that I would look at is, you know, you could look at the technology overview if you're really into the tech. If you're really into the tech, then like I said, you're going to care more about the tech than me. And, you know, you're going to care more about the tech than a lot of people in the market, to be honest with you, because a lot of people are honestly just looking for the next pumper. And once it pumps, they start to love it, and then they start to look more into it. Go into the blog. That's another way. That's the next way to get a lot of information about the coin. So the Medium is like the place for information about a certain crypto project that you're into. And that's because any good project is going to have a medium where they update their community on what's going on. Sometimes they take a little bit longer than others to update, but you want to make sure that at least they're having some updates. At least they have something going on in their medium within the last like 3 to 6 months. So you can see they have all these updates from 2016, ledger support. There's partnered with Blocko. They signed an agreement with Blocko for incubation and technical. Let's click on that. Aergo signs an agreement with Blocko for DeFi incubation and sourcing support for Samsung blockchain services. This is what we like to see. Samsung blockchain key store. So Samsung, as you guys know, has been really taking a liking toward blockchains and toward the blockchain space lately. And although they're not releasing their own like Samsung coin, they've been partnering with a lot of blockchains, and they've been seeming to have a bunch of development in different places in different blockchains. So I think Samsung sees a future in a lot of these blockchain companies, and Aergo has to be one of them, because they are coming with the blockchain for business, and that's great. Wait, I went to the portal. And you know, they're coming with the blockchain for business, and of course, like, that's very important, because a lot of businesses are going to be, you know, blockchains are basically like, they're perfect for business applications, as far as traceability of products, traceability of staff. Like for example, if you have people working in like a construction site and somebody gets lost or something, you can have like little maybe tags on them, like RF tags or something, you know, however people feel about that. But for people who work in construction, it's pretty cool. So clicking up here, they have their mainnet that just released, so they're on mainnet. That's great. And they're decentralized, and they have their voting. Everything was done in 2019. That's great. Looking at the tech, you can come here. Like I said, if you're more into the tech, I'm halfway into the tech, not as much, but for the most part, I can tell that it's a good project. And then if I want to go even further into it, which I usually want to go even further into it before I start putting my money into it, I will go to their Twitter page and see what they are talking about on Twitter, because I'm like, okay, Samsung is not working with everybody, and you know, whatever, and they're working with Aergo, which is cool. And their Twitter page has 10,000 followers. So 10,000 followers on their Twitter page, and the market cap is only at 15 million right now. So that to me is looking like a pretty nice bet. And as long as we are in a good phase in the market, then I can go ahead and start putting my money in Aergo. And that's how we do the strategies with picking a good coin, trying to see the different, you know, you can come on here on Do Not Analytics, go back to the dashboard, see if they have Aergo on here, and they don't, but they have a lot of other stuff on here. But you can look for, you know, different information on different DeFi coins. But basically look at the market sentiment, make sure we're not in a markdown phase. You know, come to the chart. The last thing I'll do is go look at the chart and see where I want to get in at. So right now it's up 9.8%. It's down since we started this video. But looking at the chart, you can see right here, this chart must be on a low volume chart. So we'll look at the most high volume chart that they have, which is on Kucoin, which I don't like Kucoin's charting on their thing, but whatever, we'll use it. So looking at Aergo, it has this big U shape and it's coming down, and it looks like it might be having some type of breakout. Actually, you know, so you can draw some trend lines on these charts and try to see when is a good time for you to get in. If you want to go to the daily chart, remember all the charts have different phases. So on this daily chart, you can see there was like a going up and then going down. There was a going up and then going down. So you're looking for the next time for this thing to go up. But the key is, for me, when I'm getting in, to make it more easy on myself and all that stuff. You know, I really do like to do trading, but when I'm just buying something for a hodl for a midterm, I'm looking for these things to be, you know, like these bottoms to get higher and higher. So right here, it's not much difference, but you can see this was the bottom right here, and you want it to stay above these lines. I wanted to stay above these lines if I'm going to get into Aergo. So sentiment on the coin is good. Got 10,000 followers on Twitter. Got a whole bunch of people shilling it, saying that I should check it out. So sentiment on it is good. Chart looks it looks good to me because it is down so freaking much. And at the very least, if it gets back up to this first peak right here, you know, and that's what I start to look for. And then look at this resistance back here, and then zoom in and I say, does it have potential? So a lot of times in the videos I don't explain this to you guys, but look, does it have potential? Well, in order to get back up to this first peak, 200%, and to get to the second peak, 500%. So does that look like potential to you? It's starting to have a rounded bottom, just like if you zoom in, there's this rounded bottom. Remember, the market cycles are going to do the same thing on the lower time frames. It has this rounded bottom, and then is it creating this rounded bottom right here, this bigger one, and this bigger one? Does it have potential? 2000%. So that's how I look for coins in this market. You guys got to be a little bit more smarter about just throwing your money into anything, because you can throw $5,000, $10,000 or something and say, yeah, I'm gonna double my money in a week because I see that everybody's doubling coins in a week. But if you're in the wrong point in the market cycle, you're not going to be able to take advantage of this potential. And if you get in right here, you know, for example, say you get in right here and you come down and you drop right here, you lose 50% of your money, and you throw $5,000 in there and lose 50% of your money, you're going to get mad, or you're going to be scared, and you're going to think, man, I can't lose more than that. So pay attention. I'm trying to help you guys out. The Telegram is free until the 15th of next month. Also, if you're a beginner and you're interested in the course, let me know. I'm going to be breaking down a lot more things like this, but going into more detail to make sure that you make the best decisions and you take advantage of this financial opportunity that we have staring us right in the face. And it's been there this whole time. We've been making money in this thing this whole time. It's just sometimes it's easier than other times. So like and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Till next time, peace.